Hello, my name is Nadia Gasmi, and welcome to my presentation about performance of 5-level NPC inventor with multi-carrier multi-modulation techniques. At first, I would like to thank my two professors, Mrs. Muna bin Hamid and Mr. Lasad Sbita. Okay, now I'm going to start by overview of the presentation. I'll begin with a small introduction. Then we move on to the presentation of inventor NPC of 5 levels. At next, we'll see control strategy of 5-level inventors. Then we move on to experimental results. Finally, conclusion. Okay, so let's start by looking at the introduction. The multi-level inventors uses highly efficient convert type of medium and high voltage and high power application, which makes them suitable for high power application. Multi-level inventors are used for AC transmission systems, clean energy source power supplies without disruption, electrical condition, and active power filters. The most popular topology to realize the multi-level inventors are neutral point clamped NPC topology, cascaded H-bridge CHP topology, flying capacitor FC topology. As we can see in the pictures, NPC inventors, FC inventors, and the third picture is H-bridge inventors. Now we can move on to the presentation of inventor NPC of the 5-level. For the 5-level, the most commonly used topology is neutral point clamped NPC. In neutral point clamped inventors, the DC link is split into many numbers of small voltage levels using a serial bank of connected block capacitor. A 3 phases 5-level diode clamped inventor is showed in the picture. 1.8 topological analysis of key leg of the 5-level inventors. NPC topology shows 7 configuration in the table 1. As we can see, this is the picture of the topological system. We can see in the table configuration and electrical quantities. To avoid short circuit of the voltage source by conduction of several switches, and so that the converter is completely controlled, it's adopted completely control. The optimal control is defined as followed. For the arm key, the connection function of half arm expressed by a means of connection function of the switch as follows, where key equal 1, 2, 3. Connect function of switch in parallel are defined as follows. Introducing those function into the system result in the following system. As we can see, in the other form, in matrix form, is written like this. The potential of nodes A and B and C of 3 phases 5 levels inventor relatively to the middle point M UC1 equal UC2 equal U prime C1 equal U prime C2 U equal UC. In the case of written by the following system, the simple voltage are at the boundaries of the load are given by them the following system. Now I'm going to talk about control strategy of 5 levels. First, the sinusoidal pulse width middle modulation CPWM technique produces a sinusoidal waveform by filtering an output pulse waveform the varying width. Second, in three-phase CPWM, a triangle voltage wave is compared with three sinusoidal control voltage VA, VP, and VC, which are 120% degrees out of the phase with each other. In this section, we will present the strategy sinusoidal pulse width modulation with 4 triangle bipolar carrier in figure 2. The strategy is characterized by the modulation indexed M, where we use 4 triangle carrier bipolar UP1, UP2, UP3, UP4, the phase 1 quarter of the period TP device 4, one relative to another, as a CPWM strategy with a one carrier. This strategy is characterized by the modulation index M equal FPM divided on FM, and the modulation ratio R equal VM divided on UPM. Flying capacitor design. It's an algorithm of the strategy is as followed. Step 1, determination of intermediate voltage VK1, VK2, VK3, VK4. We move on to step 2. It's about determination the signal of the signal and order and control orders switches. VKM equal VK1 plus VK2 plus VK3 plus VK4 plus. We can see in the picture the different signal for the 4 carrier sinusoidal pulse width modulation strategy M equal 63. Before we continue, we can see the experimental results. We see the 3 pictures of the voltage VAM, VBM, VCM of the 3 phase of 5 level inverters. The 3 pictures under the voltage VA, VB, VC. This 3 picture for the voltage UAB, UBC, UCA of the 3 phases 5 level inverters. The purpose of this work is give the modulation and simulation of NBC inverters has 5 level with sinusoidal SPWM control, and give the compound voltage and the single voltage of network. And finally, we conclude with a small conclusion. First, the mathematical model of the 5 level inverters is deduced through the topological structure and the switching function. Then the passive control law can be derived by selection, the appropriate energy function, and the injection damping, which combines with the SPWM algorithm to derive the switch. And finally, the software simulation and hardware experiments of the three phases inventors are carried in MATLAB Simulink. Now I'm going to thank you all for listening to me, and I hope you like my presentation, and thank you all.